Okay, hello, welcome to the first game of this shitty ass tournament. It's Julius and Waffles against Putin and Wolf. On Syrian Ridge, yes, what I can say about this map, it's basically all sand. We have, it's pretty fucking flat. I mean, it does have some bumps here and there, some bodies of water, but not really anything much. I can only see the blue team, what they do. I can't see the red team yet. But yeah, there are really some nice hills over here, especially over here. This is a nice little hill that might get abused by some of the or one of the team members in. I especially mid game because since it's so far out in the open, it won't be quite that easy to get to there. But yeah, looking at the teams, let's see. Julius here has so he has or no, sorry, this is Wolf. So he has, let's see, artillery up yet. He has a howitzer and 2 heavy cav with 1 light cav on the left. As you can see here, he's just moving around his stuff, getting it all ready. He has some Polish legions. Don't know too much about them actually, because I just don't play France too much. But yeah, I guess they're pretty good. Since he took a lot of them actually as well. I actually don't know the difference between them and the normal line infantry. But he also took some normal line infantry here, as you can see. 160, and here is also 160. So there's no really difference in the size. But I am very sure that there's a difference in the capabilities of what they can do. But yeah, he also took some Voltigeurs. From what I can see, he took like about 2 units of Voltigeurs. That's pretty much for his side. Now, on Putin's side here, we can see he actually took, let's see, he has howitzer and 12-pounder field artillery. He also has 2 of each cavalry, so 2 heavy, 2 light. Musketeers. Here we can see some skirmishers, Jaegers, let's see, foot guards, musketeers, a big line of musketeers. This is what I would normally do, just put a big line and just work around it. The general staff, of course. Not too sure about the enemy team, as I said. I can't really see what they're doing, so we'll just have to see when everyone's ready. But yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be a great game. This map definitely does look interesting. A lot of really just, as I said, open spaces, so I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. Although you can see here, you can't really shoot like all the way to the spawn, so obviously maybe get to just a bit more elevated position. Like, as I said, this looks like a really nice elevated position that someone could abuse it. From what it looks like, it's not too far from the enemy or from the red team here, or from the blue team. It's kind of just in the middle here, as indicated on the map. So yeah, I think one of them will definitely try to go there as soon as possible. And if I know Wolf, he normally goes in with his cav where he wants to secure the position just to secure it, which is actually just a great starting move. Definitely not bad. It's definitely not bad. It's a great way to secure the position that you want to without the enemy dabbling in. Now, from a geographical perspective, again, we have a lot of green areas here. Again, with the lakes, little bodies of water, some palm trees around it. We have a really nice group of palm trees over here near this little ridge. And over here, I think this area will actually get used quite a lot since it's literally at the ridge. Definitely gonna see some action here. Maybe on the flanks as well, just a bit, but we don't know. We don't know that yet. Now it's gonna be a bit annoying for Wolf here, as he has this massive chunk of water just in front of his spawn. So if he does try to move, he just have to go around. Oh, it seems like they've started. Now taking a peek at the red team, seems like Waffles has gone as for the Danish. He has 7-pounder, 12-pounder, and another 12-pounder. He has 3 units of Norwegian ski troops and some grenadiers. And what does he have here? Some line infantry. Doesn't have them in a line, more like a column. So interested in that. Looking at the UK side here at Julius, he's definitely more spread out a bit than Waffles, I want to say. He doesn't have him in a column, but more of a line, which is normal behavior. He put his light foot in front, his foot just behind him, which means that he'll probably go into a light infantry behavior, I think it's called, which, yeah, it's already in light infantry behavior, which means it's like a glitch that just makes your light infantry troop just spread out in a very unorthodox manner. Basically, I think it's not intended to be in the game, probably just a bug, but a lot of people abuse it because when you put your lights in front of your line infantry is able to fire over them because their lights crouch, so that's always such a great way to deal with line infantry, because the lights just poke them, and you know, just when they try to come, you'll have the lights and the line infantry just shoot at them, which will be devastating. But yeah, as I said, Wolf here already has his cav on the ridge. As I said, I know him very well on his playstyles. Very aggressive playstyle. Also, his armies are sprinting there, so it definitely wants to get this as ASAP, as fast as possible. On the Prussian side, everything's going still kind of chill. Actually, they're also rushing, so they're definitely trying to go for more of an aggressive playstyle, trying to get the cannons down. I think they've seen that that's a very valuable position for them. So they'll definitely try to get in that nice ridge. Now on the red team, everything's more calmed down. They're not really rushing to do anything here, as we can see. His Danish side is actually... Oh, it seems like the first artillery barrages have begun, not really hitting anything because they're under the hill. It seems like Julius is preparing his dragoons just in front with his lines more on the right side. So as we can see here, the blue team is concentrating all of their forces on this one ridge here, which will give the red team a really great opportunity to flank from here, right? So they'll go on the minimap, as you can see, they'll go from the right. That's gonna be a really good opportunity for them. So definitely very dangerous for the blue team if they don't be careful there. I think they just rushed it because, as I said, it's a really great ridge here. You can basically see the whole map, so they definitely just took the opportunity with that early cav charge in right there from Wolf. As we can see, Julius seems like he got the idea of flanking, so he got some of his howitzers, Lightfoot, and a couple of lines with some cavalry, of course, and he's taking the initiative. From what what I would do is put my cav or my arty right over here, which will give him a direct line of sight to the ridge and to this part, and by doing that, he'll literally push him from one side while the Danish and the rest of his troops are banging him from the front. Now coming back to the front, it seems like the troops are getting really close to each other. The musketeers probably going to form a line over here, as we can see. What else is there to tell? As I said, these bushes are gonna get used a lot. Also, Wolf likes to flank a lot with his cavalry, so that's what they're doing. But I think the Danish, or might I say, Waffles, saw that his initiative and just countering that by putting his own cavalry there. It's a great counter, nothing really too special here. Seems like their arty is finally trying to strike in, which will demoralize Putin's musketeers a little bit, but that won't hurt him too much. Although it's going to be very dangerous if it keeps him on the ridge. So definitely they should set up their arty as soon as possible. With that howitzer, gonna be really nice. Obviously, with the artillery, they can only, well, they can't really shoot over, so they just have to shoot straight. But yeah, I think this will be a very nice match. Definitely does seem even. I know that the Danish, for a fact, aren't the most powerful out of all of these troops, but they definitely do pack a punch. I do want to say that the English obviously have that small and nice bonus to their accuracy, which is always so nice to have. That's also why it's a great idea to flank from the side, which will put pressure on their left flank while also putting pressure on their front. Not too sure about the right flank. It seems like the right flank is also very open, which will give an opportunity to the Danes to come and swoop by. Here we can see the Danish have already put their cavalry into the lines of the palm trees. I think Wolf got a bit panicked here or something. He's trying to cover that up. Here we can see a nice little opening that could be very dangerous since Danish. We have 3 Danish line infantry here, which can basically just go forth. But he's putting this cav here to make sure that he doesn't do anything rash. You can see here he's putting his lights in front, which obviously is a great idea. Normal play style, really. On the left, seems like there's also the lights of Julius, which some of line or foot infantry in the palm trees with lightfoots as well. So there's 2 lightfoots. There's also lightfoot over here. So it's definitely going to be a great battle. Lots of casualties. I'm not sure about this flank. I'm still not very sure about this flank. It really seems open, but I'm very sure that they know about it. So they're gonna try to play around it. They obviously got the hill advantage, but they're not using it very well since they haven't set up their arty from what I've seen. They're still on the move. General is hanging back. I don't know what they're doing with this Jaegers or Schützen. They're just chilling back. Probably just to defend the general, but I don't see how that's gonna be a great idea. But I know. Here on the left. Moreover, yeah, it seems like they're just advancing. They're gonna set up one big line over here. As we see from the arrows, seems like their musketeers are actually advancing forward. This might be in the line of sight or the line of fire of the light infantry, or light foot, I want to say. Seems like their their musketeers are already shooting at the lightfoot in the palm trees, and you just notice that, and is just charging or just putting back their lightfoot, not to get not to give them an early advantage. On the right, everything seems still calm for now. Nothing really too much going on. I think the action is going to be more on the left side, as Julius is actually progressing really fast on this flank here. I don't know where. Oh, there he is. Oh yeah, I just wondered where this howitzer is for a second there, but I've seen it now. Steady, slowly but steady. See, you can they're just exchanging shots over here and over here. Stalemate for now, nothing really, anything out of order. So there's gonna be one massive line of lights here, which I think should be just in range, but it's very dangerous since 12-pounder artillery is here, and I think Waffles doesn't notice it, but it's actually shooting in his own man's back, which is not really good. I would put this man on the side. Maybe just in the flank, but I don't know about that. Now obviously Here we can see already some action. It seems like Julius is actually charging with this light cavalry towards his Voltigeurs, which will be very deadly if he doesn't retreat them. Oh no, decided to go back. Good call. Since he has like literally just two light units of musketeers just behind him. Now here, the general staff just putting in front, probably just to give that extra morale boost. And as I expected, there he's coming from the flank. Now obviously Putin is trying to prevent that from happening, but there's gonna be a lot of pressure on his side, since he has to deal with the British over here, and he also has to help Wolf here in the middle. But we don't know already. We'll just have to see how it goes out. I think seems like he's noticing that, and he's just putting his heavy cav over here just in case something happens. But but Julius can counter that easily with his heavy cav and light cav. Seems like his lights are actually shooting fire at Putin's musketeers. Now he's just retreating them, giving them some land. Seems like Julius's howitzers are actually shooting, so he won't put it over here on this ridge as I expected, but she's putting below it. I don't know why. I mean, putting it over here just give him a bit more of an advantage, but I mean, just his play, I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, on the light flank, definitely gonna be more action, as I said, than on the right flank right now. Let's see what happens. So he puts his 3 light infantry over here. He's charging with some of his grenadiers and line on their flank. I do worry for the French. Hopefully Putin will be able to hold that left flank long enough. It seems like they're advancing, or no, they just put a halt on it right now. On the front, nothing else has happened so far. It's just a stalemate between cannonballs and cannonballs. Just endless cannonball shooting. Nothing really too much. Let's see. Oh wow, Wolf actually has a hidden unit of light infantry over here. I don't know if that'll help too much since he has this heavy cav, but we'll have to see. His hidden lightfoot are already shooting at the enemy Norwegian ski troops and some of the line troops as well. But, yeah, just doing some damage overall, some nice damage. Obviously, you're poking at them, having that nice spread out formation and that reach advantage. He's actually trying to put them just in front a bit more, just getting a bit cheeky there. Wow, there's a lot of exchanging here now from these lightfoots of Julius. I think they're just barely in the reach. It's like Julius is also charging from the flank while unnoticed from what I'm seeing from Putin. So it's definitely trying to trick him into looking over here and then sneakily just slowly but surely just attacking from the flank. As we can see here, he's already exchanging some fire with the musketeers. The musketeers can do nothing about it. He'll only have to retreat because he can't fire back. He doesn't have any light foot of his own over here. Definitely kind of bad. I would put my light troops just over here to counter back. It seems. Oh, okay. He's going for a bold move. He's putting his armies in front so that I can fire back, which will make Julius fall back here in a short bit because there's 3 units, so definitely more than his lightfoots and 88th foot. Obviously, he has these 2 cavs over here, which will help, but that counters with his own. Light dragoons and dragoons, as we can see, with cuirassiers and hussars. Now, I think from what I know, UK cav isn't really the best, so I think in this scenario it would be best if he retreated further down until he has his attention somewhere else. But he's just pounding him with some fire. Same for here, exchanging a lot of shots. This line seems kind of odd, just out at an angle. It's like he made a square here because Julius actually tried to charge in. That was really early though. Probably just defending his cav or his arty here. I mean, No, I'm not sure if he is in range of grip shot, but I think he should be. His weapon is just now getting into formation. His poor lights are taking all of it in, giving and taking damage. Seems like he's retreated his sneak cab from here. Since they're advancing on the charge, or on the flank, I mean, rather. Yeah, it's gonna be really just a flanking game for the red team. It does seem like it's just a bit more in the favor of the red team now, from what I can see, but anything can happen. Ladies and gentlemen, anything can happen in a game. Don't get too excited if you're winning just a bit, you know, the enemy might just turn the tide while you're not looking. Definitely happened to me more than once. Okay, so it seems like the Danish are actually not charging it, but simply strategically, sorry, putting their cav here on the right a bit more. So if anything happens, you can just put him in. Obviously, Wolf can counter that with his own. I hear charging noises. I see. Okay, well the Danish dragoons are charging in for the Voltigeurs, which will be very bad since they already lost a lot of their stamina here. So they're gonna die. It seems like he's also charging in with his light dragoons, the Julius. But actually, no, never mind. He's decided to go this poor Voltigeurs will die. But it seems like he's counter-charging it with his Grenadiers of Cheval, which is heavy cav against heavy cav. But these are French troops, and we all know that French cav is, if not one of the best cav. In the same manner, it seems like Julius is putting his cav near this battle. If anything does go wrong, just rush them in to get that nice little advantage. On the left, it seems like this is line versus line, very close over here, as we can see. I don't know why Putin keeps them so close together. Should probably try to even them out a bit, space them as much as they can over here as well. Never do this, because this will just get more of them killed. Always try to getting in a wide stretch thin line. It seems also that Julius is sneakily but strategically placing his light dragoons behind the enemy, and I don't think they've actually noticed that yet. Oh wow, this could be devastating. He's actually charging their into their Jaeger, so it will be devastating. And I don't think Putin even knows this yet. Oh no, that's gonna be bad. Oh, this is really not going well for the blue team here. He's charging in his musketeers in that massive foot guard line, which obviously isn't good because of the foot guards are just overall better than the musketeers. So I don't know how this will go out, and they're even more than them. It seems like this Prussian unit is already fleeing the combat site. But yeah, it's lagging a bit. Just lagging a bit. Nothing to place. Oh, there you go. Now we have it. Over here, it seems like the two line and Norwegian ski troops are exchanging fire with the 6th Regiment de Infanterie Légère. I think that doesn't really look good for them, but Wolf actually learned from this and put his own like that, making a very good but yet kind of weak line over here. In the same manner, I think they're all keeping it a very small column. I don't know why. They should thin it out to make it to just counter it really. So this is just look at this. This is just in a column. Not really good, especially if you're Denmark. Like Denmark, I don't know about Denmark. It's pretty. I would weaker than really any of these, but I'll just stretch them out, man. It's just really just better than having them in a column. But going away from that for a second, let's check on the left flank here. What's happening? I think, as I said, left flank, as I suspected, the left flank is having way more action, and it seems that I was right. These light dragoons charge into the shoots, and although it's very, very, very fascinating how the shoots are holding up for so long, but you know now just retreated, giving Julius the upper hand in their backs. And hopefully Putin here has noticed of this, taken notice of it, and is charging with his hussars, because if he doesn't take care of that, he'll be a pain in the back for almost everyone over here. Especially for his general, as he has general over here. Now looking at this body of water, it seems like he's charging with his own cuirassiers into the goods. I think he'll win since the... Oh, what? Oh, they surrendered. Ladies and gentlemen, they surrendered the battle. It seems like they... Wow, okay. They surrendered the battle. Enemy killed. 341. 387. Wow. Really wasn't expecting that, ladies and gentlemen. Although they put up a good fight, both teams. Both put up. Wait, hold on. Why isn't Julius over here? Did Julius disconnect? What happened?